Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Zach, and here we're going to work on stuff. Or we're going to try. Fix things. Maybe not. So what we're going to do on this channel is we're going to take vehicles that are my personal projects, maybe on occasion a client's vehicle if they say that's okay. And we're going to do what is mostly ground up restorations or repairs on things that I personally own, which are fun and more toys to me, or on vintage stuff that we have the purpose of restoring. Now what we're going to do with some of this stuff is some of these cars that we are going to restore, you can buy. We're actually going to take the car and we're going to list it for sale on Bring a Trailer, and then you can actually buy this vehicle and enjoy it. So join me. We're going to start this week by just working on something that's mine personal. We're going to be jumping into my 1978 Honda Goldwing, the GL 1000. That one's the GL 1000 series. It's very windy, so I'm sorry if I make more takes. There she is, 78 Goldwing. It's my freedom machine. We got to pull that motor. Stator's right here. Stator on a bike is basically an alternator. So we're going to put her up, pull the bags off, pull the wheel, swing arm, exhaust, intake, fuel lines. Yeah, I gotta disassemble the whole bike. So this is gonna be a minute. So enjoy the montage. I'll give you a piece of sagely advice here. Something I learned myself for a long time because I was stupid. I am plenty strong enough to pick this whole piece up and pull it out myself. After years of chronic back problems, I'll say that's not a good idea. So, takes my lesson from this idiot. If you could purchase a tool to do the heavy lifting for you, always do it. Never be the superhero, because that hurts. Alright, let's take this wheel up. There we go. Unlike a lot of bikes, this one is shaft driven. It has a little mini differential here. It's an actual differential, per se. It's only driven on the one side. I don't know, you tell me what it's called. I've just seen the term gear drive. I grabbed the wrong pair. Get this cotter pin out of the castle nut. Get it all facing the same direction. You ever putting something like this back together and you think, oh, I don't need a cotter pin, it'll be alright, or I don't need one of these things for the castle nuts? It takes some experience. You're wrong. These pieces keep this bolt from backing out. Be careful mangle this one because I got more. They get different pliers. And normally we'd be doing all this in the shop instead of out here in the parking lot, but I have some parts that I painted. They are sitting inside drying. You gotta sit in the booth for a while, even after it's supposed to dry time, it's still fragile. So we're going to be smart and do this instead. That way we don't mess up that process, because I spent a lot of time working on that thing. Last thing I want is something to go wrong. 17? No. I think it's a big and large. There you go, a wrench big enough to make Paul Bunyan happy. Come on. What did I put that on with? Righty tighty, lefty loosey, right? There it goes. Oh, man. She's on there. This has got. There we go. Ah, we got her. Now she coming loose. There we go. Set that there. Alright, take this nut off. She should come right on down. I knew it was that size the whole time. Long boy. Extendo. Ratcheto. There we go. Should just thread the rest of the way out. There we go. Nice little chrome piece, eh? Alright. There you go. This piece will free move. So when we pull this out, should be able to wiggle all this out of the way, because this got a set of splines on it. We got to pull it out of the splines. So let's do a thing. The power of the hammer. There we go. We might be able to. There she goes. Look at that. Got her out. Now we should be able to pick this up out of the way. There we go. We should be able to wiggle this guy off. Where's she going? Come on, we're almost there. Don't want to disconnect that brake caliper. Very time consuming. I don't want to bleed the brakes again. There we go. We'll let our jack down. Now we should be able to walk the wheel out. Kick it sideways. Yep, thank you. Aha! Step 2. Done. Alright. So let me see here. This is steel braided line. Should be fine. Is she heavy? Keep the bushing where it goes, right? Right. So let's pick off on this. Be able to. There's no way I'm getting all of this done tonight, so I'm trying to make it so I can still pack it away and come back tomorrow. So I still got to put the swing arm done when I'm finished here today. Before we go any further, let's disconnect the battery. No, come back. Love you, Susan. Take off this other side. There we go. Our battery has been disconnected. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. If for any reason I don't put anti-seize on these bolts when I'm putting it back together, please say so in the comments. I hate to be a complete doofus. Just a mediocre one. There we go. That's that pipe loose. And the passenger peg. I'm sure I have people dying for a ride. Not. So that size is 17. This one looks like it's a 15. Beat for the record, I have never taken this exhaust off. I blame the previous owner of the previous owner because I bought it from the guy and I know he never did this. How do I know that? Am I just saying stuff? No. It's because I help him work on his stuff on occasion. I worked on this bike for him. I would kind of know if it had something going on. Ignore the sounds of paper bags. I wiggle your side until you tell me I'm like, oh. Got it. That should be. Yes. That is that side. I think we'll hold the rest of this on. Looks like I have a band clamp. Let's start with your side. Okay. apologize for the poor audio. I am currently sourcing a microphone setup. But then you get nothing. Oh, rocks hurt. Rocks hurt a lot. Ooh, I found a nut. Gotta pry this metal edge away from the bolt. Looks like we're... Huh! Found a bug! I found a crunchy! Yeah. Okay. Peel this flange up out of the way. Looks like where I might have hit something. And yes, I say me because I may or may not have taken this down a trail at one point. You ever thought maybe I shouldn't do that and I should just take off the manifold bolts that don't look rusted? Yeah, me neither. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I have a shop. I hate working in the gravel. But it must be done. I won't wait till next week when my shop's open. I'll start my YouTube career today. That was a brilliant idea, wasn't it? I'll do it today. Oh, look, I was right. It is a 12mm. Ooh, that's loose. I don't know why I'm doing this. I know you can't see what I'm doing. You just see engine, maybe. Taking the chrome off wouldn't work anyway because it's flanged up here. This one. It turned. Tired arm. Alright, dear camera. You'll need a little more. So do you, box, and all of you, and cast the gravel. have a socket in this size. There we go. Ouch. Laying in the gravel hurts. It annoys me. To loosen the bolt, you need to loosen it, not tighten it. There we go. It's a little more crunchy and wet. It's almost like I've had an oil leak that I've been ignoring for quite some time. I don't know, could that be a problem? You ignore an oil leak? Or is it only a problem if you don't top off the oil? I'll let you all read the call with that one. Greasy hands, greasy hands. I was concerned that my motorcycle was rocking every time I turned a bolt, and it's only balanced on the center stand and a piece of wood. I'm glad you are. You ever look at a mechanic and go like, wow, his neck is thick? You ever think about why? Yeah, it's because he sits like this all the time without a pillow. Alright, now I gotta get that off. Wow. That's a pain. There we go. There's someone in the distance playing with boomsticks. Should have called me. I like boomsticks. It's fun. Big boy. Big boy too big. Big boy just not slightly as big. There we go. Look at that. The exhaust sheet down. Okay, let's get it out of the way. go. On to the next part. Just like everything else, we'll put our bolts back in the hole where they came from. We don't lose them. Alright, I'm not going to push that because that would be bad right now. I'm going to pull these caps off. Okay. Here's a big douche and a douche. So I gotta get the swing arm out. This piece out. Wondering what is this piece even? This is where the drive shaft goes in. Gotta get this whole thing out because all this needs to slide out. So that's what we're gonna do. Take a break. No point. Let's go ahead and work on this. Got the Paul Bunyan wrench. How many times you get grabbed onto a bolt, leaned into it, and say, yeah, that slips, it's going to hurt? Too many times. Okay. The battery died. I don't know how much of that we missed. I guess I'll know in post. So there's a C-clip in here, a circlip. We're going to try to get it. It's back behind this boot, in the middle of that joint. Of course, you can't see it. Not even I can see it. A good way to help out. Like, subscribe to the channel. And maybe we can buy a motorcycle lift. Wouldn't that be nice? We got a couple bikes to work on, so it would be a good thing to have. Alright, let's see if we can't get this C-clip out of here. Got the sun in my eye, I can't see half of nothing. Idea. Alright. So what I did was I put the bike in gear, jerry-rigged the safety switch, turned the ignition off, and cranked it, and I got this piece to rotate around. Now we're going to see if we can't get in there. Get that C-clip in. The sun's in your eye. I can't see anything, can you? So all you see is sun. how do you suppose that went about getting turned like that? They did it in the exact way that you can't do anything about it. I got the cup like this, and it's got an opening, and the clip's supposed to be here. But instead what's happened is the clip's rotated to here. And you can't get it in like this to spread the clip apart. So I'm going to have to figure that out. Okay, so I'm going to put the swing arm more back into place so it sits freely. And then I'm going to figure out how to get that cranked over to the just right spot. We'll be back. Took some finagling, but I got her. Hate it when things get difficult like that. Alright. Now let's pull the swing arm off. That should just pull off the lines. Shouldn't be anything holding it now. Do the other side. Okay. There we go. The swing arm is off. Just pull this dust cover off here so we can keep it nice-ish. Not too bad in there. Seen worse. Cool. Now, just to make sure we don't lose it, we're going to put these pieces back in their hole. Let me tell you, I have lost things that way. I'm not doing that. Something else we're going to do, so we don't lose it. I know I have a box of them, but it don't matter. I'm going to take the C-clip right back over the snub where it goes. Okay. So I let the camera go dark there for a while. Side cover's off. Took out air filter, which has an alarming amount of oil on the bottom of it. I guess we'll figure that out. So. Loosen the carbs. Pull the linkage off. Now I'm just pulling the horns off. Never taken that one. Took these off last year to clean them. So I pulled the carbs before, just never the whole motor. Oh, that one broke. It's okay, I have more. There we go. Found it. Little booger went flying. Doink, doink. There it is. A little bushing. And that's this half. Carburetors are out. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Oh, that's next. Oh, that's next. Remove the leaf. I'm pretty sure that's in the Goldwing book. Step something. Remove leaves. Alright. Pull this guy off. Nice and wet. It's not good. That means off. You got oil everywhere. Now, I had a 10mm in my hand a second ago. Found this one. I'm going to pull the catch can off. Yes, that is one too many extensions. Do I care? Not one bit. There we go. We're just pulling this out just because we can, and it was blocking this part of the case, so might as well. It's just one bolt. I got it. Alrighty. To the carburetor. I did go back and disconnect the battery a while ago. Phew. Nasty. There we go. Starter cable's been unplugged, put the boat away, so we don't lose it like we did the other ones. I'm gonna need to get a thing for all this shit. I don't know why it's so windy. Alright. Here we go. Finally getting the motor out. This was a long one, guys. It was a real long one. I got up early that morning, got to the shop, set everything up, painted parts, and then proceeded to take this bike apart. So what was supposed to be a couple hours ended up taking all day, late into the night. At this point, it's less than 30 degrees outside. The wind is blowing. My hands are cold. I'm freezing. But I finally got the motor out and on the ground. Make sure you check back, like, subscribe, and keep checking in here. Very soon we'll have the next couple videos posted. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you soon. Finally got it. Now I'm going to clean up and go home.